Worry about
no
it
problem.
Monday.
That's right.
Don't cheat
Weekends are for fun.
Don't cheat yourself out of good taste and fun here this weekend.
Yeah, you can call it what you want, but normally track records come from qualifying.
All right.
Yeah. But you can still hold on to that tidbit because that'll be good for trivia.
Hey, let's talk about the World of Outlaws season thus far. You know, it's really, really tight right now. Eckert, Richards, Lanigan, 1, 2, and 3. And still a lot of racing to come. I mean, you guys are really just going to start warming up here, literally.
Yeah, pretty much. The top 5 separated by 94 points. Tim McCready is 94 out in 5th. Austin Hubbard is 74 out in 4th. And yeah, like you said now, it's tight, and it's probably going to be that way for a while. We're just getting into our midseason swing right here. This is 3 races in a row. We were at Winchester, Virginia last Saturday night. Great race that Josh Richards won for the first time ever in an Ernie Davis prepared car under World of Outlaws rules. So that was history in the making, and believe it or not, now his first. Jonathan Davenport in the 49, John Mollick in the 4J. The Outlaws scrub Rick Eckert.
Of course, is our current Miss Firecracker, Miss Lernerville, Lakin Anderson. Good evening.
Good evening.
She's done a great job. She's been with us all year. Think about it. It was a year ago when you did this.
It's hard to believe. It really is.
So you have to relinquish, well, you don't have to, but you're relinquishing your crown this weekend.
I am.
And you're for a good reason.
Yeah, I actually have an interview for pharmacy school in Georgia, so.
And that's a little bit of a long commute each Friday night. Well, thank you. You've done such a great job.
Thank you.
And Ms. Lernerville Emeritus, she was the Ms. Lernerville before Lake, and how many of you remember Mandy Golick? Good evening.
Hi, how are you?
Great, and you came from where?
Colorado.
You're making your home in Colorado, and you're going to present the hardware tonight?
I am.
And help Lakin. Who's all judging this? Are you and Lakin?
So far us, I don't know who else.
Well, I'm sure we'll get somebody else.
Some drivers.
What's it feel like to be back at Lernerville?
Best place ever.
Like you never left.
I know. I'm glad the rain left.
So are we. It's great to see you.
You too, thank you.
All right, how about a nice hand for Mandy Golick? All right. And your name is?
Samantha.
Samantha, last name?
McCullough.
And where are you from?
Stoneboro.
Stoneboro. And you were in the pageant last year, right?
Correct.
I thought I remember that. Who's your favorite driver?
Josh Richards.
Josh Richards. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right. And you are?
Rachel Gosnell.
Rachel, where are you from?
Butler.
Butler? A fan of Lernerville Speedway?
Absolutely.
Do you have a favorite driver?
Chubb Frank.
Chubb Frank. All right, Rachel. You can move to my right. And you are?
Stephanie.
Stephanie, last name?
Flick.
Stephanie Flick from where?
Worthington.
Are you from, like, the racing flicks?
No.
No, really? I thought, I'm thinking Flick. There's always been a Flick that raced here. Do you have a favorite driver?
Ed Lynch.
Ed Lynch. All right, the Apollo Rockets. Yes, you are.
Alexis.
Alexis who?
Cisco.
And Alexis, your hometown?
Indiana.
Indiana. Indiana, the heart of Indiana County, or Indiana, the state of?
The heart of Indiana County.
All right, and your favorite driver?
Greg Satterley.
Greg Satterley, and he's from Indiana County. Okay, thank you. And you are?
Jessica McLean.
Jessica, you're from?
From Worthington.
And you're here a lot, right?
Yeah.
How come?
My mom works on the ambulance.
I thought so. Now, who's your favorite? When you're in there with the ambulance crew, who are you really pulling for?
Well, today, probably Tim McCready.
Tim McCready, T-Mac. Good luck to you. All right, these are our contestants for Miss Firecracker, Miss Lernerville, and they will be out at the Joe Patrick Band stage tonight after the races, and then you'll be able to vote on Facebook who you like tonight, and we'll continue the competition through the weekend. How about a nice hand for our...
So much for a beautiful evening for racing. Lord, we just thank you for each driver here tonight. We pray protection over the speedway. We pray for great vision for these drivers. And Lord, we just pray for the pit crews and all the families to the track here tonight, that they may receive and drive home safely tonight. We pray this all in Christ's precious name. Amen.
Thank you, Tim. And here to lead us in our national anthem, homegrown recording artist Alan Free.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. Number one, Cochran Automotive, Lernerville Speedway pace truck will bring them down. Rick Eckert and Tim McCready on the front row. Mike Marler alongside Greg Satterley in row two. Then it'll be the 99B of Boom Briggs and Chubbzilla, Chubb Frank. Lynn Geisler and Jared Miley, Garrett Crummer. There's the 38R of Nick Regis and Chris Kasner coming out, so all cars are here for heat number one. Stretch. Eckert and McCready will bring the Thundering Herd to turn 4, and heat number one of the 5th annual Firecracker weekend is underway. Here we go. Eckert Eckert will storm off into the lead in turn one. McCready will step to the high side. Marler on the bottom. Satterley up high. Boom and Chubb are side by side down the backstretch. Eckert showing away for the first time. Marler settles into third. Satterley fourth. Here comes McCready. Lap number one goes to Scrub. Boom will take over the fourth spot. Boom Briggs goes after Mike Marler. Now Satterley took care of Boom. So Satterley goes to fourth. McCready all over the 24 of Eckert and Marler in the final transfer spot. Lap number two shows Eckert in command. Rick Eckert, Tim McCready, Mark Marler in transfer spots, and it's Greg Satterley, Boom Briggs, Chubb Frank, Lynn Geisler, Jared Miley, Garrett Crummer, Nick Regis, and Chris Kasner. McCready staying within a car length of Eckert. Satterley trying to figure out Mikey Marler. Down the backstretch, Rick Eckert and McCready have pulled away. Satterley looks underneath Marler. Final transfer spot under protest in turn four. Satterley goes after him. Marler holds him off. Chubb got around Boom. And Nick Regis in trouble, and he's off the speedway. Regis out of the event. Eckert now will work in turn number four with halfway, and McCready 2 car lengths off the rear deck lid. 5 in, 5 to go. Things settling down just a little bit. Eckert now 5 car lengths ahead of McCready. Marler solid in third. It's going to take a big comeback from either Greg Satterley or Chubb Frank to get in the show. Down the back chute, Eckert opens up the lead more, and Marler is closing the gap on McCready. Chubb trying to get a better starting spot in the B main as he works on Satterley. The 2 to go signal next time by for Rick Eckert. The current point leader of the Outlaws looking to go to the main event and the redraw. White flag the next time by. Chubb working all over Satterley for fourth. Eckert now has to be careful as he works on Kasner to put him a lap down. White flag is out, 1 to go for Eckert. Kasner will give him room in turn number 1. Marler trying to catch McCready and get in the show. Here comes Eckert. Turn number 4 is wide open. He can shut it off and coast from here. Eckert goes to the main event. He'll be in the redraw. McCready's in. Marler is in. At the line, Satterley holds off. Chubb Frank, then it was Boom Briggs, Lynn Geisler, Jared Miley, Garrett Crummer, and Chris Kasner. Okay, Dow, heat number 1. Pretty dominating fashion for Rick Eckert.
5 and off there, the second half of that heat race for a convincing win.
Yeah, it looked pretty easy for Eckert. Of course, it's going to be a little bit tougher with 26 cars on the speedway coming up later. So we'll look at heat race number 2 to see the way they're going to line up. It's going to be Austin Hubbard. McSling will be on the pole in 19. Josh Richards in 1, Chip Brindle in 21B, and the Kentucky Colonel, Steve Francis in 99. Jared Hawkins in 37, Mike Norris 72, Shane Clanton 25, Jill George 22, Jeff Jones 27, and Herman Bertolini in 7X. Go ahead, Dow.
Great night so far, great run.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to set a track record here. This place is supersonic tonight. It's going to take a guy really maneuverable here a little bit later to try to win this race, but we got a good starting spot, so we'll go draw a pill here in a while.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Rick Eckert, the winner of heat race number 1.
Equal either of our ages combined, so yeah, they're young. As we're ready for green. Hubbard and Richards bring him to the VP Fuels firing line. Beautiful looking start. Here we go. Well, Hubbard won the drag race in the turn 1, but look at Brindle all over Richards. Oh, contact. Hawkins gets into Brindle, and Brindle suffers in that console over in turn number 2. And caution is going to come out. Caution is out for Chip Brindle. Out here and do what he can with it. But with no laps now, just how good is it going to be? So here we go. Again, take 2 of heat number 2. Hubbard and Richards fire. We're underway. Off into turn number 1 again. Hubbard got the advantage, but Richards had momentum, and Hubbard just shut him down. He'll open up the door in 3. Richards can't walk through the threshold. Hawkins will take over 3rd. At the line, given to Hubbard by a nose. Shane Clanton's got to deal with a lot of traffic back there to get a transfer spot. Richards, your new leader, as Hubbard now in 2nd. Hawkins 3rd. Boom is 4th. Brindle is already up to 5th. Chip Brindle's got a rocket ship. And Austin Hubbard is not going to go away quietly as Boom works on Hawkins for 3rd. Boom just continues to impress. Hawkins off the speedway and back on. Hubbard all over Richards. Oh, and Jill George just got a piece of Shane Clanton. Caution is out. Steve Francis in the 99. My mistake. Thank you, Mary. Richards, your leader. And he's going to bring him up to speed. We're back underway. And Francis goes after Hubbard. Steve Francis to the outside of McSling. He'll take over 2nd. Now Hawkins and Brindle will mix it up for 4th. Chip Brindle to the outside. Mike Norris in trouble. He's way off the pace. Mike Norris shuts it down and is going to coast and bring out the caution. Norris can't get the car out of harm's way. Caution flag is out. Richards again will lead the field into turn number 4. We'll fire at the VP Fuels firing line, and we're back underway. Josh Richards showing away. Francis 2nd, Hubbard 3rd. Hawkins 4th. Jill George on a mission. She's 5th. Richards, Francis, Hubbard, and Hawkins. Now Clanton all of a sudden is up to 5th. He gets around Jill, puts her to 6th. Shane Clanton is coming like a freight train with 4 to go. He'd love to see a caution about right now, as he is closing the gap on Hawkins. Hubbard trying to stay with Francis and keep Hawkins off him, but he opened up the door for Hawkins. At the line, Hubbard by 3/4 of a car length for the last transfer spot. Hubbard has got his hands full these final 2.5 laps. Hubbard has got Hawkins all over him. Francis working Richards. Clanton is coming but running out of time. White flag the next time by 4 cars under a blanket for 3 transfer spots. Richards with Francis all over him and Hubbard trying to hold off Hawkins. White in the air, 1 to go. Down the backstretch and into turn number 3. Checkered flag waves. Richards is going to go to the redraw. Francis is in, and Hubbard is going to hold off Hawkins. Clanton will get the number 5 spot. Brindle will get 6. Jill George, Jeff Jones, and Herman Bertolini. So Austin Hubbard is in the big dance. The Kentucky Colonel Steve Francis is in. And your winner of heat number 2, the 2-time and defending World of Outlaws Late Model Series. Heat number 3 coming to the Speedway. Another 10-lapper where the top 3 will go and the winner will redraw.
You won opening night last year. Can you do it again tonight?
I don't know. The track sure is fast right now. You know, they kind of got shuffled a little bit in that first start. Was able to get by Austin there and get up through there. The car feels pretty good. The track's fast. Hopefully we can put on a good show tonight.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Rocket Man Josh Richards, winner of heat race number 2.
And Sunshine Scott Bloomquist in 0 and the Silver Fox Ron Davies in 71D. Mike Johnson in 2J, Russ King in 56. Jacob Hawkins in 28 and be the first to do it. Here we go. So we'll go off into turn 1 with Jimmy Mars showing away. Clint Smith 2nd and Bloomquist the 3rd and final transfer spot. Down the backstretch. Jimmy Mars trying to open up the lead. Catnetti, Bloomer, Davies, and Johnson. Your top 5 lap 1 goes to Jimmy Mars. At the line, Bloomquist is taken 2nd away from Clint Smith. So Jimmy Mars looking to go to the redraw. Bloomer right there. Cat Daddy's opening up the door for Ron Davies. Here comes Davies. The Silver Fox working on Cat Daddy down the backstretch. Third spot up for grabs. Davies slides and loses a ton of real estate. So Clint Smith has breathing room. Now Hawkins, Mike Johnson close in. Davies has to regroup. Bloomquist closing a gap on Mars. Halfway next time by. 55 to the pit area. Schneider is off. And Mars has opened up a little advantage again over Bloomer. Clint Smith trying to regroup and catch the lead duo. Ron Davies doing all he can to get back in the hunt. Halfway, 5 and 5 to go. Jimmy Mars holding off Bloomer. Cat Daddy's getting slowly back into the mix. Davies sitting fourth. Mike Johnson fifth. King sixth. Hawkins seventh. Lyle is eighth. Bloomquist gave a little nose to Mars and then lost real estate. The 2 to go signal this time. Jimmy Mars is holding off Bloomquist. White flag the next time by, and here comes Cat Daddy. Bloomquist made a mistake in turn 4. So Clint Smith trying to gain touch with Bloomer. White flag in the air, Jimmy Mars solid. Down the back chute and into turn number 3. The Iceman, Jimmy Mars, will take the checkered and go to the redraw. Bloomer's in the main event. Cat Daddy's going. Ron Davies goes to the B main along with Mike Johnson and Russell King. So the Cat Daddy, Clint Smith in 44 transferred. The Voodoo Child, Scott Bloomquist in 0. And your winner of heat number 3 out of Menominee, Wisconsin, and the Deppie Enterprises, TL Sins Plumbing, Kai
Wait till he unbuckles his headgear, pulls those ears plugs out. Jimmy, wire to wire, just the way you like it.
Yeah, things haven't went so well here lately, so have a smooth heat race like that really makes me feel good.
How's the track going to be later tonight?
It's definitely got some traction in it right now. Definitely the groove will widen out later on, so excited for the feature.
Good luck.
Thank you.
The Iceman, Jimmy Mars.
Jimmy always with that smile on his face.
What do you like in this one, big guy?
Well, you got to think Steve Shaver, who has had himself a very good year sitting on the pole, is going to be one of the favorites. Brady Smith hasn't raced a whole lot, so draws everybody else to the B. Shaver and Dorr, first time ever for Dorr here at Lernerville. Let's see what he does. Green in the air, we're underway. Shaver will get the advantage. Pat Dorr will go to second, and now the battle of the deuces. Brady Smith will be the wilder of the two. He'll take the number 3 spot. Dan Stone back to 4th. It's Garvin in 5th. Lobb 6th. Davey Johnson all the way back to 7th. He's got problems. He got into Schultenbrand. Schultenbrand slid across his nose. And Davey got peeled like a sardine can. But he continues on. It's Steve Shaver, Pat Dorr, and Brady Smith, your top 3. Dorr all over Shaver. Pat Dorr's liking Lernerville. He stays within 2 car lengths. The gunslinger pulls one out of the holster. Now, big brother Dan Stone has regrouped, and he goes after Brady Smith. 4 go on the number 1 Cochran Automotive scoreboard this time with 6 to go. It's all Shaver. They're going to approach Scott Smith before long, so he'll come into play late in the event. And Smith says, no, I won't. He's out of it. Scott Smith's going to the pit area. Brady Smith underneath Pat Dorr for second. And he's not going to get out. Smith isn't going to make it. We're going to have to go caution. No, he's still rolling. He's still rolling. We're going to stay green. He's out of harm's way. We stay green as Brady Smith took third. Took second away from Dorr. Dorr to third. So Pat Dorr's in trouble now as Dan Stone all over him for the final transfer spot with 4 to go. Steve Shaver in another zip code. He's got this one if he stays where he's at. But it's Big Brother all over Dorr. Now Dorr says time to get back into it. He'll go after Brady Smith and try and reclaim second. So the 2 to go signal comes out. This one not settled for the final 2 spots. It's all Steve Shaver all the time. But a battle between Brady Smith, Pat Dorr, and Dan Stone. Now Dorr to the inside of Brady for second. Pat Dorr regroups and takes second away from Brady. Brady answers back on the outside. Side by side, they trade paint. Dan Stone watching it all take place from fourth. Shaver down the backstretch. He'll win it. Dorr is all over Brady again for second. Stone can't do anything with him. Shaver wins it. Brady Smith second. Dorr will take third. Fourth goes to Big Brother. Fifth will go to Garvin. Sixth to Davy J. What an event, Pat Dorr. Mainly too.
Well, see if Steve thinks it was that smooth. Steve Showtime Shaver started up front in this race, I believe the very first year we ran it. He'll have a chance to do that here in the first of the 3 rounds tonight. Steve, I just told the fans I thought your car looked as smooth going around this racetrack as anyone all night. Does it feel that good?
Yeah, it feels pretty effortless to drive around here. The track crew's got, the track is in great shape, and the car feels great, and hopefully we'll draw a good number and be able to win this race tonight.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Showtime, Steve Shaver.
It's a scary feeling when Shaver's comfortable in the car and doesn't have to work, because that means the other drivers are in a lot of trouble, so we'll see what he does tonight. But here we go with Dale McDowell, Bub McCool, Vic Coffey, Eric Wells, John Mason, Brian Forrest, Dave S. Jr., Tony Burke, Brian Tavner, Ray Kroll Sr. Green is out. Off into turn 1, Bug McCool shows the way, Dale McDowell second. And caution is on the speedway. McDowell and Wells now will make up the front row. 10 to get it done, 3 advance, winner redraws. Everybody else to the B, here we go. Green in the air. So they scramble and mix it up, and Vic Coffey gets the third and final transfer spot in turn 2, and McDowell has the lead. Wells is second, but McCool has fallen to fourth. Lap number 1 will go to the Mac Daddy. They get us sorted out a little bit. John Mason going after Brian Force. They trade paint in turn 4. Oh, and Hess right up by the wall. Had to back off. Tony Burke went by. Your current point leader here at Lernerville having a handful of steering wheel. Top 3, McDowell, Eric Wells, Vic Coffey, Bub McCool, first car on the outside looking in. 3 in the books, 7 to go. Down the back chute, Mac Daddy showing away. Eric Wells, a very solid effort. Trouble in turn number 1. Tony Burke off the racetrack, gets it back on. We stay green. Your leader working out of turn number 2 down the back chute. Dale McDowell comfortable over Eric Wells and Vic Coffey. But McCool hasn't exactly faded yet. He keeps Coffey in his sights with 4 to go. Ray Kroll Sr. having his hands full out there tonight. And McDowell's going to have to deal with him. 3 cars under a blanket for 2 transfer spots. Coffey works the inside of Wells for second. 2 to go signal next time. Kroll opens up the door for McDowell. Wells, Coffee, and McCool stay under that proverbial blanket. 2 to go. White flag the next time by. Well, of those 3, only 2 are going to go now. But McCool, look to the outside of Coffee. Coffee dove underneath Wells, and Wells has got to deal with Kroll. White flag in the air. 1 to go. Oh, look out. We got trouble. All 3 cars slam each other as Kroll right in front of them all. The only change is Vic Coffey went to second and Wells to third. But there was heavy damage to all 3 cars. McDowell's going to win it. Second is going to go to Coffey, and Wells is going to hold off McCool. Then it'll be John Mason, Brian Force. Wow. So Eric Wells survives for third. Coffey takes second, and your winner, who made it look easy, out of Chickamauga, Georgia, the Crawford Supply, Cometic Gaskets, and Clot Synthetics number 17 Emmets, the Mac Daddy Dale McDowell won.
Dale, you've always run pretty good. Every time you've come here, look good there.
Well, the car felt pretty good. The racetrack's awfully fast and uncharacteristic of here, but it's going to put a great show on for the race fans and going to make us work a little hard.
Get up on the wheel a little bit.
Going to have to get up on the wheel, that's right.
How about it for Dale McDowell, the winner of the heat race?
Well, that's the 5th one in the books. 1 more to go. Tim Fuller on the pole with Darrell Lanigan. Then it's Jonathan Davenport, Tyler Reddick, John Mollick, Colby Fry, Matt Lux, Donald Bradshaw, Ryan Scotta, and Derek Kasner. And the winner will redraw everybody else to that 3rd and final B main. Should be a good one here. We got heavy hitters and young guns. And here we go. Fuller got the advantage. Lanigan goes to second. Oh, and Fuller drifted. Now 3 wide down the backstretch. Fuller on the outside, Lanigan in the middle, Davenport on the bottom. Reddick and Mollick will be side by side. They'll trade paint in 4. Lanigan all over Fuller. Fuller leads lap 1. So Tim Fuller leading now with Lanigan settling in at Davenport. They'll try and pull away from 4th place, Johnny Mollick. 5th is Reddick. 6th is Lux. Two in the books and 8 to go, and the top 3 have pulled away. They want to settle it between themselves. High, wide, and handsome Tim Fuller holding off Lanigan, and now Lanigan's got company. It's Superman. Davenport all over Darrell Lanigan. Lanigan will work on the 19. Trouble on the 49 of Davenport, who spins in turn 2. Caution is out. And so here we go. We still got 7 laps to go. Keep your eyes on 49, and the battle up front's going to get hotter. Green in the air. Here we go. Fuller all by himself now as Lanigan under attack from Jammin' Johnny Mollick. That gives Reddick new life. He's sitting in the number 4 spot. Davenport worked his way to 7th. He's still got some ways to go. Oh, and Lux got pinched off by the wall by North Carolina's Donald Bradshaw. He had to take evasive action. Mollick in the 3rd and final transfer spot. Davenport clears Lux. Halfway, 5 and 5 to go. Now Tyler Reddick underneath Mollick. Oh, close quarters in 2. Mollick off the speedway. Reddick in 3rd. Davenport working Bradshaw. Mollick goes back after Reddick. Tyler Reddick with a big move in turn 2 to get the 3rd and final transfer spot. 7 are going to go on the scoreboard. 2 to go signal next time. Time running out on Davenport. Colby Fry goes off the racetrack. Down the backstretch, Lanigan can do nothing with Tim Fuller. Reddick sitting a solid 3rd, white flag the next time by. Oh, and Mollick jumped the cushion. Kept it on the racetrack. He'll stay 4th. Fuller continues to show the way. Lanigan wanting to get by him. Time running out to go to the redraw for Lanigan. 1 to go. Tim Fuller now has to hold Lanigan off, who has made a run. going to be a dash to the checkered for the redraw spot. Lanigan will dive underneath Fuller. Fuller opens up the door, but Tim Fuller's going to hold him off. Lanigan will get second, and third will go to Tyler Reddick. Malik will go to the B along with Davenport and Matt Lux. Wow. Well, it was close at the end, but it'll be young Tyler Reddick going to the main event. Darrell Lanigan is in, and your winner of heat number 6 and going to the redraw out of Watertown, New York in the BPG Racing GNR Auto Parts Integra Shocks Rocket, the 19 of the Empire Executioner, Tim Fuller.
We got a quick word here as he shuts it off. Did you feel Darrell's pressure at the end?
You always feel Darrell's pressure, but you know, we just got this new Enders motor, and I really haven't changed much at all on the car. I think it's I'll do the motor here tonight.
So a little horsepower makes a big difference.
It's quite a lot of horsepower compared to what I've had, so I'm happy with it.
Good luck in the redraw.
Thank you.
Tim Fuller, he could start on the pole tonight.
For the cornhole here tonight, you will need to report to the Lernerville Speedway souvenir trailer. We'll let the cars go by. We'll say the names. Pretty quick work. So the cars are on the speedway. Here's the final 2 qualifiers for the cornhole tournament. Dylan Miller. They'll go for that distance, and we'll take 2 cars to the qualifier. Greg Satterley alongside the 37 of Jared Hawkins. Here we go. Off into turn number 1, Satterley with the advantage. Hawkins and Chubb Frank 3 wide out of 2. Down the back stretch, it's Hawkins, your new leader. Satterley second, Chubb on the outside looking in with Clanton. Lap number 1 goes to Hawkins. Now Chubb will work Satterley for the second and final transfer spot. Couldn't get the bite. Satterley holds him off. Here comes Clanton. Now Boom will get into the mix. Hawkins still your leader. Chubb and Satterley side by side for second. Down the back chute, Hawkins and Satterley stay in the transfer spots. Chubb still on the outside looking in. Bertolini is out in the 7X. Herman Bertolini is gone. 7X is out. 3 cars battling for 2 spots. Chubb is going to try and get 2 for 1. He got Satterley. He comes after Hawkins. Chubb, your new leader. Chubb Frank down the back stretch. Now Hawkins after him. Caution is out. Caution is out. Here we go. 4 and 8 remaining. What's going to happen? Chubb's going to lead. We know that. Green in the air. Everybody down the backstretch and into turn number 3. And here comes Boom. He'll work Hawkins. Oh, Jill George getting into the mix. It's all Chubb and Clanton. That opens up the door for Davies and Lobb, who still have to race the B main. But right now, the top 2 in the points are working the top 2 transfer spots. So it's halfway, 6 in, 6 to go. Hawkins not out of it yet. Satterley is coming on like gangbusters. He's up to the number 5 spot. He'll work Boom Briggs for 4th. Greg Satterley throwing all caution to the wind with 5 to go. Wow. Had to hang on to that one. Tries the slide job in 4. It's successful. Satterley to 4th. 4 to go. Now Hawkins has caught Clanton. Oh, Jill George sideways right in front of Lynn Geisler. The veteran took evasive action. Satterley would love a caution with 3 to go. the back chute and into turn number 3. Chubb Frank with Clanton and a hot, hard charging Hawkins. Running out of time. Wait the next time by. White flag in the air, Clanton all over Chubb Frank now for the win. Here comes Satterley. Out of nowhere, Greg Satterley is by Hawkins. Satterley's coming. Checkered flag's going to wave in B-Main number 1. Who's it going to be? Chubb Frank is going. Clanton second, and Satterley misses it by 1 spot. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, he almost, he made Western Pennsylvania proud there, didn't he? Woo!
No doubt about it. He gave it the ride of its life. Now, that puts Jill George in the main event. And speaking of which, Ron Davies on the pole. Here you go. There's Chubbzilla.
Real quick. Better? Feeling better?
The car's missing right now, so I don't know. We'll go home, go in and work on it. But yeah, the track's getting better. I think it's going to be a lot better for the feature.
Good luck, Chubb.
Thanks.
Chubbzilla.
So he's got some work to do back there in the pit areas. Davies, Jill, and Jonathan Davenport. So a lot still can happen. 12 laps to get that accomplished and only 2 advance. Ron Davies alongside the 2 of Dan Stone. Here we go again. Green into the air, and we are back underway. Oh boy, hang on, look out! Gary Lyle bounces off of turn 2. Scott Smith stops. John Garvin down there. Chris Schneider had to spin to avoid. Caution is out. Gary Lyle looked like he was on a pogo stick. Russell's still on this track and forth.
My bad.
That's okay.
John Garvin's right front is really, at least cosmetically, pushed all in. It looks like the steering might be a little bent too.
Boy, it's a little bit more than a flat tire. The entire right side is pretty much mangled from front to back. No chance of fixing that car. It is really ripped up. It looked like somebody took a can opener to it and just ripped the sheet metal off down the side and bent everything along the way.
Everybody started at one trip.
We're going to try it again. Still 12 laps to get it done. Looking for green out of 4. Here we go. So a little bit more cautious this time through 1 and 2. Everything straightens out down the backstretch. Davies and Stone leading. Here comes Davy Johnson. The juice going to the outside. Russell King will work the outside of Mike Johnson. Lap 1 goes to Davies. Now Stone to the inside of Davies. Davy Johnson right there. 3 cars connected in turn number 3. Mike Johnson and King looking at it all happen from 3rd and 4th. It's Davies up high. Davy Johnson to the outside of Dan Stone. Stone will protect on the bottom. Johnson again will work the high groove with Davies. Stone on the hub. Stone still in second. Davy Johnson's going to stay relentless on the high side. The juice is now in second. Stone back to 3rd. Now Stone back to the inside of Johnson for 2nd. Final transfer spot has been swapped. And in trouble, the 111 of Swartzlander. He's going to limp it off the racetrack. Stone takes 2nd again. Davy J on the outside looking in. Halfway next time. 6 in, 6 to go. Johnson losing track of Stone for a minute. Dan Stone will keep Ron Davies in his sights. Davy Johnson on the outside looking in. 7 in the books, 5 remain. Davy J running out of time as Stone will keep pace with Davies. Now Stone will close the gap in 4. Davies has to hold him off. 4 to go. Down the back chute and into 3. Davy Johnson losing track of Dan Stone. Stone will work bottom middle. Davy J's going for the short way around now. 3 to go. Rides the cushion in 1 and 2. Let's see what he does in 3 and 4. He's got to make up real estate. 2 to go signal. White flag the next time. Stone working Davies and Davy Johnson trying to get back in it. Johnson is pushing that car for all it's worth. He's got Stone back in his sights, but time is running out. White flag in the air. Stone underneath Davies. Here comes the juice. Oh, Dan Stone is in striking distance for the win. Davy Johnson's right there. He's going to make it a 3-car battle. He'll dive low. Checkered flag goes to Big Brother. Davies will settle for second, and Davy Johnson on the outside looking in. That was a classic.
Yes, it was.
Wow.
I tell you one thing I noticed, you know, there's still the cushion on the top, and now you see that black coming. It's starting to slick. Hey, that was pretty exciting.
Oh man, I'll tell you what, this race car is awesome. I was just trying to play it conservative there and not give that top up. I knew Davey was really good on the top there, and I just kept searching around in 3 and 4 and found the line where I could get some traction off, and I can't wait to run the feature. This car is unbelievable.
Good luck to you, Dan.
Thank you.
Dan Stone wins the second last chance showdown.
Derek Kasner in 41, not answering the bell. Colby Fry in the F1 and the 15K of Ray Kroll Sr. So 2 cars not answering for this final B main. Pace truck's going to make the left-hand turn. Bub McCool alongside John Mollick will lead him to green 12 to get it done, 2 advance, and that's it. Bob McCool will show the way. Mollick takes second. Mason the third. Oh, look out. Handful of steering wheel for Derek Kasner. He gets it reeled in. Lap number 1 is going to go to McCool. Now Mollick will go after McCool for the lead. John Mason sitting third. Davenport fourth. Oh, Hess and Force get together. They straighten it out. Now Mollick will work the high side, does a crisscross move. Doesn't pay off out of 2. Davenport takes third away from Mason. Here comes Superman. 3 in the books, 9 to go. Oh, McCool surrendered the lead and surrendered a transfer spot. Davenport 2 for 1. Now McCool's got his hands full with Mollick. Oh, Davenport, your leader. Where did Superman come from? The phone booth broke open and Superman flew out of it. Now Mollick will go after Davenport. Here comes Lux and Hess. And the caution is out. From over. Well, we picked up where we left off with nothing but action. How about 3 wide for third? Dave S. Jr. shoots the gap between John Mason and Bub McCool. He's on the outside looking in, chasing Mollick. Here goes McCool by him. One pass after the other going on, but it's all Jonathan Davenport, and caution on the Speedway. Yeah, you'd have to wonder. But yeah, he has mashed the whole right side. That right front tire is pushed back. A lot of suspension and steering damage on the full tilt zero of Ryan Scott. Tough race laps. We have 6 to go, and still a lot of racing in this third and final B main. Davenport fires. We're back underway. 3 wide for third. Malik has just surrendered the transfer spot, but McCool has it. Johnny Malik just got snookered on the restart and has to regroup. He's got Dave Hess on his back door, and still Davenport showing away. So now time is not on the side of John Malik. It'll be 8 in and 4 to go, and he has got to go if he wants a shot at Bub McCool. John Mason, Dave Hess Jr., Matt Lux all ganging up. Tony Burke in 23 is out of the event. He has pulled it off the racetrack. Davenport solid up front. 3 to go. Malik doing all he can. Now it's John Mason working John Malik for third. 2 to go signal, white flag the next time by. Down the back chute and into turn number 3. Jonathan Davenport gets the white flag. We've got 1 to go. Malik, Mason, and Hess all mixing it up for third. One final corner. Jonathan Davenport goes to the Firecracker qualifier. Bub McCool will come along with him. The field is set now. We'll add Bub McCool in the 57J and winner of the third and final B main.
Very quick here. Jonathan, welcome to Lernerville. You've been fast all night. You finally got a chance to show it.
Yeah, I tell you what, we had a little bit of bad luck there in qualifying. Our transponder burned out on the second lap, so it buried us in the heat race. And I stepped on my foot there and spun out in the heat race, but I think we got a good car. It's just going to be hard to pass tonight, but we'll see what we can do and take notes for the rest of the weekend.
Good luck to you.
Thanks, sir.
Jonathan Davenport. Go.
Dale McDowell late. Dow will start tail. He'll surrender 5th.
Oh, man, now that's... the rules are the rules.
That's right. Got to have them to play by them. After that is tail.
Well, we're in a residential area not too far away. We want to be as good a neighbors as we can and push this show along as much as possible with the weather threatening, and just want to get it over with so folks can get to bed and have a good night's sleep.
No doubt about it. So fans, they are in that formation we ask you to form for them by standing up here along this great Lernerville Speedway. Night number 1 of the 5th annual Firecracker 100 weekend. We started with 61 cars. 26 have answered the bell, so they come to you in that most awesome sight in all of motorsports as the most powerful late models on the planet. Lernerville Speedway, night number 1, the qualifier for the World of Outlaws. They come to you for a ride. Wave to your favorite. Wish him or her good luck. send them off in style, and get ready to go for 30 laps. A regular shootout here tonight. Just 31. Hey, it makes it exciting.
Here they come, folks. Josh Richards, Rick Eckert. It's night one of the 5th annual Firecracker 100, presented by GottaRace.com here at Don Martin's Lernerville Speedway. The World of Outlaws, Richards and Eckert, Shaver and Mars. The green is out. Kid Rocket from the pole leads him into turn one. Shaver behind him. Eckert up high. Has a run down the backstretch. They're almost 3-wide contact between Eckert and Richards. Shaver down low trying to take the lead. Richards up high. They're side by side. Shaver's got the lead into turn one.
And there is all kinds of scrambling going on throughout the field. Bloomquist has already worked his way to the number 6 spot. They're 3 wide behind him. It's Shaver showing away with Richards in second. And caution flag is going to wave early. Caution for Pat Dorr. Number 3 and 4 will go back to racing. And Pat Dorr not coming back, so problems on the gunslinger. Here we go. Richards to the high side. Shaver on the bottom. Steve Shaver showing away. Eckert third. Now Mars and McCready battle for fourth. Coffey and Bloomer battle for sixth. Richards all over Shaver. Here comes T-Mac. McCready, who has struggled in 2011, showing signs of life right now as he's got fourth. He'll go after Eckert. Bloomer taking the same line as Richards and McCready. Richards on the high side and Shaver on the bottom. Eckert running third, McCready fourth, Mars, Bloomer, Coffey, Fuller, and Cat Daddy. Richards to the outside, still can't get the lead. Eckert stays on the bottom. Dale McDowell out of the event in the 17M. Battle for the lead up front. Side by side in turn number 3. Richards with the momentum. Josh Richards will lead lap number 6, number 5. Josh Richards showing the way with the 6 of Steve Shaver running in second. Now McCready all over Eckert. Caution will come out for Tyler Reddick. Tyler Reddick bringing out caution. Up nice and tight. Still plenty of time to get something accomplished. Josh Richards will be in charge of firing off of turn 4. Everybody will follow suit. Darrell Lanigan's got a long way to go and still some time to get there. Let's see what happens as we go back to racing. Eckert will take the 2 spot away. So Shaver's choice might not have been a good one. Scrub back to second. Now McCready and Bloomer will go at it for 5th. Mars all over Shaver. T-Mac riding the high side of Lernerville. Bloomquist has got 5th. McCready back to 6th. Coffey 7th. Cat Daddy 8th. Fuller 9th. Brady Smith 10th. T-Mac will take 5th back away from Bloomer. McCready building up momentum, trying to catch Jimmy Mars. Richards showing away Eckert and Shaver. Francis in the 99, closing in on a top 10. Richards in command. T-Mac work it out, drifted up, lost ground. Bloomquist got around him. And 20 to go. Now Shaver will work Eckert for second. Lanigan having trouble picking off cars. Shaver all over Eckert for the number 2 spot. Mars running forward, Bloomer's 5th. McCready is falling. Coffey battling him for 6. Shaver all over Eckert, now trying to get the number 2 spot away. 13 go on the scoreboard. Shaver goes to second. Teammates Eric Wells and Mikey Marler mix it up mid-pack. Oh, Jimmy Mars got crossed up. That cost him real estate. Dan Stone in the 2 is going pits. Stone is out of the event. Richards now has to hold off Shaver. Steve Shaver regrouping and coming back. Mars will try Eckert for 3rd. Halfway, 15 in, 15 to go. Lanigan not making up much ground. Josh Richards is going to approach slower traffic for the first time. Richards working turn number 4 as Mars all over Eckert for 3rd. Bloomquist watching that happen from 5th. Josh Richards sees the rear deck lid of John Lobb. Shaver will look to the outside of Richards. Eckert closing the gap on Shaver. 18 in, 12 to go. Here comes Shaver, here comes Eckert. They're both closing in on your leader. Mike Marler has went pits. Eckert has closed the gap again on Shaver. Battle for 2nd about to heat up. 10 to go. Richards gets around Lobb. Eckert all over Shaver for 2nd, 9 to go. Oh, trouble on Bud McCool. He got it straight now, but lost some real estate. Richards working Jill George. Eckert dives underneath. Shaver for 2nd. Eckert wanted 2nd. He's still going after it. Dead heat at the line. Shaver way up the racetrack. And Rick Eckert has taken 2nd back away. Seven laps to go for the Rocket Man. Half a straightaway on Eckert and Shaver, Mars and Bloomquist. Darrell Lanigan still mired way in the back. It's going to cost him in the points battle. Five to go and Richards comes out of 4. Eckert trying to close the gap. Now Richards mired in more lap traffic, has Rick Eckert closing the gap. Scrub may make a late race charge. 4 to go. And caution is out with 4 laps remaining. Yeah, we're going green. This is it. So now Bloomquist will throw it to the high side of Mars. He'll try and grab 4th. Richards comes out of 4. 3 to go. Eckert in hot pursuit. Bloomquist to 4th. Brady Smith taking the Bloomquist line. Richards trying to hold off Eckert. 2 to go signal. White flag the next time by. Eckert will try the bottom of the racetrack. Nothing doing. They'll head down the back chute and into 3. Josh Richards will take the white flag and 1 to go. Rick Eckert will stay right there in 2nd. down the back chute. For the second straight outlaw event, VP Fuels Victory Lane awaits Josh Richards, the Rocket Man. Eckert second, Shaver third, Bloomquist fourth, Mars was fifth. So night number 1 of the 5th annual Firecracker 100 presented by GottaRace.com is in the books. And for the second straight, job by Scrub. And he's going to back it up and clear some room. Looks like Bloomquist has made weight, so he's in the top 5. Jimmy Mars on the scales. He gets the thumbs up. And your apparent winner, the Rocket Man, Josh Richards, now up on the scales. Tech Director Terry Watson down there checking the weight, gives him thumbs up, points him to you, Dow. Josh Richards, for the second straight race, is coming to VP Race Fuels Victory Lane.
Yes, sir. The Kentucky Fuel, Seabird Calf Ranches, Ace Metalworks, number 1, the Rocket Man. This is his 4th ever win at Lernerville. And the last 2 have been with the Outlaws last June and again here tonight. Shuts her off, takes the steering wheel off, unbuckling the headgear and the safety equipment. The 2-time defending series champion in the hunt again here in 2011. Closing the gap a little bit on Rick Eckert as we head into tomorrow night. Rick, I'm just glad we can say we've got a whole night's racing in. It's unbelievable. Remember Matt out to shake his hand. Here he comes, folks, out with a nice hand. The Rocket Man, Josh Richards, and VP Race Fuels Sheets Victory Lane. And at GottaRace.com, Firecracker 100, night 1. Here he comes around the front of the car. Josh, great run. Lost the lead right off the bat, but worked patiently to get it back.
Yeah, just got to thank everyone here at the racetrack for getting in the rain and everything. The track was awesome, and I just hope it's like this next 2. A lot of good racing. We unloaded with a great race car. Of course, Kentucky Fuel Corporation, Seabird Calf Ranches, Ace Metalworks. Finally got a win in this blue number 1 car. I knew it's been hungry all year. Finally got one. It's been awesome. Cornet Racing Engines. Sunoco Race Fuels, Integra Shocks, Hoosier Tires. My dad, Matt, Jimmy, Jim for coming out. Everybody that's helped all year. All the fans for coming out for this weekend. Hopefully put on a good show all weekend. And it was a pretty good night.
It was a good night. You started out, you were up on the cushion, but as the race went on, you went middle low, and it looked like the car didn't drop off at all.
Yeah, I tried to get up on the lip there. I pushed the first lap across the top there and, lost the lead there or whatever. And to try to hustle back and just try to keep my left sides in the brown a little bit. The track was awesome tonight, and we'll see what we can do the rest of the weekend.
See, the one opening night last year, so now the key is, can you carry this forward to the big money later the weekend?
I sure hope so. We've always been really good at these early races when it's wet. This place is very tricky when it gets slick the feature night. We're going to do what we can, and hopefully we can be in victory lane.
Good luck.
Thank you.
The Rocket Man, Josh Richards, your winner here tonight. We'll move down and talk to Rick Eckert, our second place finisher. And also Steve Shaver here. Well, Rick, it wasn't a win, but it's the best you've run at Lernerville in a while.
Yeah, it sure was. We had a really good car, and we got together pretty hard with Josh there down at back straightaway on the first lap, and I don't think he's seen it. He didn't know we were out there. He got loose off 2, and I got to run out there on him, and then he turned right to go left into the corner, and I was there. And then straight was no longer straight. It had my toe in all knocked out, but actually my car was still pretty damn good.
I thought before that last caution, you were looking real good.
Yeah, I was really liking that traffic. I was pretty maneuverable in traffic, and I got to come back to him there and got back by Shaver, and really I knew in open traffic, you get a car out there in clean air, they're pretty tough to beat.
What's been the key to your turnaround here the last month or so?
Well, this is a brand new car here, so this is first night out, and this thing's pretty cool. It's pretty sweet to drive right now.
Looking forward to the rest of the weekend?
Sure am.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Rick Eckert, ladies and gentlemen, he come home second tonight. Steve, it looked like it was going to be yours early on.
Yeah, unfortunately they pay at the end, but our car was all right. I kind of faded there at the end. I had trouble turning, but we'll take it back and work on it for tomorrow. We got a good starting point.
You do. Turn 4 is wicked here, isn't it?
Yeah, it was just Josh was smarter than I was. He got up to that top and got by me. I heard him coming, but it was too late to change lanes. But his car was a little better than mine anyway. We're just glad to finish third, and like I say, we'll build on it for the rest of the weekend.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Steve Showtime Shaver, your third place finisher. Rick, back up to you.
All right, Dow, thank you very much. Here is your official finishing result of night number 1 of the 5th annual Firecracker 100 presented by GottaRace.com. Josh Richards, the winner, his second win of 2011. Rick Eckert was second, Steve Shaver third, Scott Bloomquist fourth, and Jimmy Mars rounded out the top 5. Then it was Brady Smith finishing in the number 6 spot. 7th to Vic Coffey. 8th went to Clint Smith. 9th to Tim McCready, Jonathan Davenport, all the way up to 10th. Tim Fuller was 11th, Shane Clanton 12th, Eric Wells 13th, Bub McCool was 14th, and Steve Francis 15th. Darrell Lanigan recovered for 16th, Ron Davies 17th, Chuck Frank 18th, Tyler Reddick 19th, and John Lobb was 20th. 21st, Austin Hubbard, Jill George 22nd, Mike Marler 23rd, Dan Stone 24th, Dale McDowell 25th, and Pat Dorr was 26th.
All right, well, I sound like I hear some musical entertainment out in the parking lot. So stop by and enjoy the music, and also the Ms. Firecracker contestants will be out there. We'll also have the cornhole tournament going on shortly in the vendor area behind the grandstands. If you're going home tonight, be careful, be safe, and we'll look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow night, and everyone, of course. And if you're staying over, the same is true for you. Be safe, have a good, responsible night, and let's get ready for more racing tomorrow night.